Good evening, chime on in, and happy Tuesday. I love messing with these filters, these new filters on Facebook Live. Chime on in. Thank you all so much for supporting me and following me here on Facebook. If I haven't answered your friend request, it is because my friends list is full. So please don't take offense. There's 900 people on the wait list. However, I have an alternative for you. You can follow me here. You can join the Facebook Set Free Tax and Professional Services page, or you can follow me on Instagram at Miss Set Free. Also on YouTube at Toisha Set Free Chisholm. I'm on LinkedIn as well under my name, Toisha Chisholm. I have some great information for you. So chime in, share with a friend. Thank you all so much for putting in applications for the alternative method of purchasing a home. And that's with Divvy. I'm an EXP agent as well as a Divvy agent. And in real estate is a wonderful career to have because there is a variety of different things that you can do within real estate. It's just not, showing properties and selling. You can do property management, and just a lot of different things. I'll do a whole nother live regarding the different aspects of being a real estate agent in any state. If you are a real estate agent and you want to join my EXP group, please do. It is not multi-level marketing. You will be with a EXP broker in your state. So I'm speaking to agents nationwide. Feel free to join the team. Also, if you're interested in providing the Divvy, which is the alternative method of purchasing a home, if you want to join that program as an agent, you can as well. Ask me for that link and I will send it to you, or either I provide it in the feed. For those of you who may not have seen my post earlier regarding the alternative method of purchasing a home, that is through a program called Divvy. And they have about 15 to 20 different cities that they're operating this program out of. Most of them are major cities, Atlanta, Miami, California's not on the list. We have Dallas, we have Houston, we have Cincinnati. There's just a large list. Go to that post that I posted earlier, and I'm also going to put the information in the feed. If you make $40,000, at minimum $40,000 a year, your credit score is a 550. You don't have any BKs, any bankruptcies, any recent lates. Your credit usage is at, say, under 30%. You should be able to qualify. Okay, a lot of people don't know about this program. That's why I research, and I'm here to help you as far as be a resource in order to get you to your next level, get you into the next home. Wealth should be your name, and generally there's not one single millionaire on this planet who doesn't have real estate or started with real estate. Real estate is something you can pass on to your kids. Just like credit repair education that I give you, that is something that you can pass on to your kids. This goes on for generations on how to manage money, how to manage your credit, and get to the next level. And the thing is, get to the next level and stay there. Okay? Look, I tell people all the time, I've been in business for over 15 years. I've made all the mistakes so you don't have to. That's why I consult business consultations. That's why I life coach. I let people know these are the do's and don'ts when it comes to entrepreneurialism and how to survive. Okay? So once again, I've gone through it all. And I'm looking forward to continuing to be a resource for you. So once again, Divvy, I'm going to drop that link for you. I really hope that a lot of you qualify for that. They have houses all over the United States for you. So whether it's in your city or state, or if you're looking to relocate to another state, they can assist you. Okay? And I'm happy to be able to offer that program. Once again, I'm an EXP agent as well as a Divvy agent. The next thing I want to let you know is that it's a very competitive market out there in dealing with real estate. So sometimes FHA conventional loans, they're kind of looked over. Shoot, they're going with the cash buyers. So you can turn your offer into a cash offer using Robinhomes.com or Orchard.com. Okay? And I'll do a whole nother live on that. I'm spitting out the website so you can go ahead and do your research, because any information that I give you, feel free to do your research for yourself. But I want you all to be able to get into homes and not be stressed about having major down payments and everything like that. Of course, we know that the Biden administration is attempting to pass the bill where you would get $15,000 to $25,000 in down payment assistance as a grant, not something to deduct off of your taxes like in 2008 and 2009 where you have to pay it back. Like I had mentioned in a previous live, there are multiple clients who are still paying back that credit from 2008 and 2009. Ridiculous. Okay, so this time around, once again, that would be a grant for first-time home buyers or somebody whose home has been foreclosed on, or if your parents had a home but it was foreclosed on and it ends up qualifying you. Now, this can change because the legislation hasn't been approved yet, so they can throw in what they like, what they don't like, and change things, but that is the gist of it. Also, to let you know, the FHA lenders have changed a few things on how they're going to treat student loans. There are millions of people across the U.S. who owe money in student loans. I'm one of them, and I wish that I never took out a student loan like most people, and I'm trying to do my best to make sure that none of my kids have to take out any student loans. And thank God that I'm able to say that, because I have invested in stocks and other financial avenues to make sure that college is paid for. That's why I continue to educate you all regarding wealth and different things to do in order for you to succeed, not just for you, but for your kids too. Okay, so the way that they handle student loans is going to be different in that it's more advantageous to the buyer, where they're not automatically calculating, I believe it's like 1% of the balance of the student loan, regardless if it's in deferment or not. Okay, so if you have any questions regarding that, let me know. I can forward you to one of the mortgage lenders that are in my network. I network with a lot of people, so if you're a mortgage lender out there and you want to network with me, let's connect. If you're a real estate agent in another state, I don't care where you are, let's connect. There is power in networking. Your networking circle is your net worth. So sometimes people have to change their circle, and that's a whole nother Facebook Live. But watch who you connect yourself to. That's not just in relationships, that's not just with friendships, that's with everything. Because making one wrong move can ruin your path. So be careful, watch your step. Make sure you're guided by the Most High when you get ready to do what it is that you're looking to do. And I hope that is walking in your purpose. So in California, and remember, I'm going to talk about California for a minute, then I'm going to come down your road in the other states. But in California, the eviction moratorium may end on the 30th. However, if they do not extend it, do you understand what they are saying? They are saying that the state of California has enough money to cover back rents for every single person who owes back rent, because only about $40 million out of like $500 million has been used to date. They had less people than expected asking for rental assistance, or maybe they didn't feel like they qualified, who knows? But they said they have enough money to cover you. So I'm gonna put that information in the news feed. If you believe that you qualify, click on the link. There's a link for Los Angeles, there's a link for the Bay Area, San Francisco, Oakland, so on and so forth. I'm gonna make sure that you all have that. Of course, I love my Californians. I'm a Cali Texan. Out here in Texas, there are also programs. I'm gonna make sure that I give that information to you too. So I want to make sure that you all know that, because there are some people who are truly stressing about rent and scared that they're gonna be kicked out of their apartments at the end of the month. So hopefully that tidbit of information gives you some rest, and clicking on that link will relieve your stress. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is ways to boost your credit. Now, They're kind of saying that, okay, some people are saying the pandemic is over, it's close to being over, and then they're talking about this Delta virus variant. There's so much equivocal information going on, and they're saying that, you know, numbers are going up in different southern states and blah, 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 blah. All I can say is this, look, I've been fully vaccinated, and hell, the second shot almost took me out last week. You wouldn't know because, you know, I don't complain too much, and I don't say diva down, okay? I may wobble a little bit, but I ain't falling down. So whatever the case is, I fought that off, and I didn't stay down too long. But yeah, I was feverish, I had chills and all that other stuff. But even though I've been fully vaccinated, I still wear my mask because they're talking about with this other variant out there that, you know, the shot doesn't cover you 100% and all this other stuff. So look, I just continue to be safe, and I just advocate for anyone. Do whatever suits you and whatever you believe. But whatever you do, be safe and be cautious in everything you do. Yes, I travel and everything like that, but honey, I have my sanitizer spray. The TSAs be trying to pat me down, test it and everything, and hold me up a little bit, but I need my spray. I need my spray, I need my wipes, and I want to make sure I spray everything down. And I don't want people talking in my face because I'm not going to talk in yours. Let's still do 6 feet, and I'm going to have my mask on. That is how I operate, okay? So some people choose to, some don't. I had a gentleman come up in my face trying to spit his game, honey. He didn't have any mask on, and I said, oh no, goodbye. I can't, okay? So operate how you wish. When it comes down to boosting your score, even though they say that this pandemic is almost over and everything like that, you still need to pay attention to your credit. Some people's credit has absolutely plummeted during the 2020 phase, which is okay. It is okay to say that your credit score went down. It's okay to say you were not able to pay your bills, just like millions and millions of other people. It was a rough patch for some. Okay, so when it comes down to that, guess what? Whatever is messed up can be fixed, okay? Whatever is messed up can be fixed, so don't cry over it, don't stress over it. Even if a collection agency decided that they're going to sue you or whatever, because let me drop a pinpoint right there, collection agencies have gotten very aggressive since the pandemic, because you have to remember that they lost a lot of money. They weren't able to collect on anything, so now they taking folks to court trying to get a judgment. But just because they serve you, it doesn't mean that when you go to court, you automatically lost. Don't count yourself out. I have a pamphlet and a guide in order to help you fight them in court, okay? Back in the day, I had many credit issues. Thank God I was able to clean my own credit and be an example. I know what it feels like to have a 425 credit score. I know what it feels like to have to put half down on an older car, put $6,000 down on a 4-year-old, you know, Mustang, and make $500-600 payments. I know what it is to walk into a Mercedes dealership, and I know what it feels like to walk into a BMW dealership and not have to put any money down, and then not ask me any questions and say, hey, where do you want it delivered? So I've been on all sides, but what I can say is that when you fix your credit, you have financial freedom. You really do. You have financial freedom. It feels good to walk in somewhere and know that it's not declined, okay? You know that you can walk in and get what you want and what you need. And it's not far-fetched. So I don't care if your credit score is 400. I don't care if it's 0. You still have an opportunity to get educated and boost your scores. And that's what I'm here for at Set Free Credit Repair. I've been doing this for a long time. Over 14 years of experience fighting credit and fighting those collection agencies, creditors, so on and so forth. So once again, not fly by night, not multi-level marketing. It's through experience, it's through education that I assist you in order to get to your next level. When you finish with me, if you follow my instructions, what happens is that you end up taking that information and you sustain your good credit score and continue to build. I have people who were with me, 6 years ago, and they may have started off at a 500. When they finished the program, they're at 650, 675, somewhere within there. And today they're in the upper 700s, 800s. I have people who have bought semi trucks in order to run their businesses on the road. I have people who have bought multiple homes and become landlords. I have people who have been sleeping in their cars who then end up ready to get apartments. People who have followed instructions. Okay, some people, they don't follow instructions too well. They don't send me their documents, you know, when as soon as they come in the mail, they don't check their email. They're not checking their Credit Karma or whatever credit monitoring account they have. They're not keeping me in the know so I can help them. Once again, it's a two-way street. We work together. We work together in order to get the credit fixed. You have my services for 6 months. You can start as low as $99. Just go to setfreecreditrepair.com or text me at 562-646-6185 in order to get help and get to your next level. When you pay for services, okay, you have my services for 6 months. 6 months. Okay, my prices are way lower than any other company, and I do not charge you a continuous monthly fee and then nickel and dime pieces off. You pay a one-time fee, pay your balance down. I need to see some payments every 2 weeks because, see, if you're not making your payments every 2 weeks, you don't have a payment arrangement, we start working on your file. Plain and simple. I'm not fixing people's credit and they have, you know, 650s and 700s and I haven't gotten paid all my money. You know, some people fall off on payments and say, oh, I thought, you know, I would pay everything all at the end. How in the world do you think that you're going to put $99 down or $199 down, whatever it is, and have your credit go from 500 all the way up to a 650 or a 675 and think that that's the price? I quote my price, that's what it is. I want to get paid for my services and my value, and you want your credit fixed. So I encourage people to make sure that you make your payments. For those people who haven't made any payments over the last few months, you have until the end of the month to make a payment arrangement or finish your balance, or else your files will be purged because there's other clients that need to fill these cabinets. Okay, so I like to be straight and direct because I'm all about my business. You want your business taken care of, and I'll be happy to take care of it. But I need to be paid for my services at setfreecreditrepair.com. So jump on in for the lowest prices. Prices are going up in July, which is coming in the next few weeks. Prices are going up because prices are going up everywhere else. The grocery store, gas, everything. Anything you want to do, airfare, buying cars, traveling, whatever it is that you want to do, prices are going up everywhere. Okay, so I am too, but I'm not going to be extravagant, just an extra $50 or $75 or whatever like that. But whatever the case, I'm still cheaper than some of these other companies out here. Okay, setfreecreditrepair.com. So when I speak about credit and the changes, some authorized user accounts, like the Jewelers Club and some alternative methods of building your credit are no longer being reported on TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. It's by those credit bureaus' choices that they choose to exclude some of these authorized user accounts. However, I do want to let you know that other traditional authorized user accounts are still available and they still show up. Okay? You can choose a family member or a friend who has good credit. As long as their credit utilization is under 30%, it will benefit you. The longer the account is open, the higher the credit limit is, it will benefit you. So if you have a family member or friend that says, hey, yeah, I add you as authorized user, go for it. That's like gold. That'll shoot your score up like, 50 to 60 points, sometimes 75 to 100, depending on what their credit line is. Now, if you don't have somebody who you can ask to add as ask to have you added on as an authorized user, you can contact me for authorized user lines. I have them for business and I also have them for personal. They are all good lines that will pop up, okay, in the specified time. So ask me about that. They are at all different prices. So from $200 all the way up to $2,500. It just depends on what your budget is. So you just have to let me know. Bear with me 1 second. You just have to let me know how much you want to spend, and I'll get exactly what you need and want for authorized user lines for personal and business credit. So touching on the business credit, if you have an LLC, corporation, or nonprofit, and you're sitting there and you have not used it to build business credit, you are wasting a good LLC, corporation, or nonprofit. I have an absolute guide, which I call the Business Credit Bible, that I have prepared for you through research in order to give you a step-by-step guide on what you need to do in order to build your business credit. Why are you using your personal credit when you can be using your business credit for your business? Okay? And also, when it comes to being in a financial crunch, being in a financial crunch is not the time to be applying for loans or extra cushion and credit cards. You're already in distress. Your credit limits are already high. Your bank account may be low. The time to make sure that you have cushion for a rainy day or the unexpected, because we're still in the midst of this pandemic. Okay, I love to be optimistic, but I still love to be safe. Make sure you have some cushion to the side. So if your finances are great right now, now is the time to make sure you apply for those credit cards to give you a little bit of cushion, the credit lines, loans, so on and so forth. Just make sure that their interest rates aren't extravagant. Make sure you read the fine little lines in the paperwork. Okay, so when it comes to business credit, you can start by, 30-day net, using 30-day net accounts. That's the traditional way. There's also some other ways, but make sure you contact me so you can find out more about my business credit builder program. Okay, you can do it self-guided for a smaller amount of $2.99, and if you want it self-guided with my step-by-step instructions, it is $4.99. That also includes your Dun & Bradstreet number if you don't have it. Now, if you do not have an LLC, corporation, or a nonprofit, I can help you set it up so you can start utilizing the asset. And once again, I want to say the asset of business credit. Okay, now back to personal credit. Now, if you're looking for ways to boost your personal credit, I did speak of authorized user accounts. That's a great way to give yourself a great boost. Another way is ask your current creditors to increase your credit line. You have the right at any time, as long as you have made at least 3 consecutive payments, you have paid on time, okay? There are no lates. You should be able to get an increase in your credit line. That will boost your score automatically. Another way, which I don't want to forget, is yes, there is Experian Boost where you can use your utility bills, your phone bill, so on and so forth, to report to Experian the general bills that you pay monthly that don't appear on your credit report. You can have those appear on Experian Boost. Go to Experian.com. The other thing I want to ensure that you do in order to boost your scores are pay down your credit limit to under 30%. If you keep your credit utilization under 30%, that'll boost your score. I have some people who have completely, overcharged their credit cards. The utilization is like 60, 80%. Some completely maxed out or over the limit. That'll drop your score within itself 50 to 100 points real quick. So just as fast as it drops that fast, as soon as you pay it down, it will rise that fast. Okay, so these credit bureaus are starting to report a little bit faster. I've seen action taken within 24 hours and seen credit score bump up just after making a payment within 24 hours. So it depends on your creditor and how fast they report. Okay, so you can always ask your creditor, when do you report to the credit bureaus? Okay, sometimes in making those double payments in a month, that'll boost your score as well. So there's a lot of tricks, when it comes to dealing with the credit bureaus. There are major differences between the Vantage score, which is generally what you see on Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, and then there's the FICO score, which is generally lower than the Vantage score. And that is because the scoring is weighted different regarding your payment history, your credit utilization, your credit mix, and the collection accounts. The collection accounts. Once again, Dealing with collection accounts, if you get one collection on your account, it can drop your score 50 to 75 points. I tell people all the time, look, if you have a credit account from a creditor that says, I don't know, I'm just going to use an amount of $3,000. $3,000 charged off. You did not pay that credit card. You did not pay that loan. They charged it off, but they kept the amount on there. It's been on your report for, say, a year or two, and they haven't made any action as far as selling it to a collection agency or suing you, whatever it is. Okay, I generally would say leave it alone and fight the open collections first, because that credit account that's $3,000 that I call a sleeping giant will be awakened when you go to dispute it. Whether you choose to dispute it yourself or you have me dispute it, I always give a disclosure that if you wake up this sleeping giant, there are two things that can happen. Well, three things. Number one is they could delete it. Number two is that they can decide, the original creditor can decide to transfer it to a collection agency that then would drop your score 50 to 75 points. Then that collection agency would then get aggressive and greedy and decide to sue you so they can get a judgment and then start garnishing your wages and levying your bank accounts and just making everything pure hell. So the thing is, even if you are served by a collection agency, you still have a chance in court. They still have to prove that they have legal contract in order to collect, and they have to show a notarized statement in court. Number two, if they are a state that has, where you have to have a license to be a collection agency, they have to show that in court. Three, they have to show the signed contract that you signed for that account, and they have to show billing history and how they came up to the amount that they gave you. Anything less is considered hearsay in the court of law. So there are things that you can do to fight these people. So don't punk out and not go to court, okay? Show up and ask me how to fight them and get it done. Now, if you want legal representation, I can refer you to some attorneys that I have in my roster. Now, if you're just sick and tired of dealing with collection agencies, creditors, and you feel like the amount that you owe is just stressful and overwhelming, and you just want to have a clean slate, there is nothing wrong with that. I never advise bankruptcy, but if that is something that you want, I have a list of attorneys that I deal with in my network that I can refer you to based upon what your budget is in order to pay for an attorney. Okay, some will prepare the paperwork and others will represent you in court. Of course, those who represent you in court charge a little more. I also have paralegals in my network. If you're a paralegal as well, you want to join the network, feel free to give me your information. I'll add you to the list of referrals in order to refer clients to you. I like to be a resource for whatever it is that you need. So, two other things. There's two apps that you can use in order to boost your credit real quick. That's Tally, Portify, and Kickoff. Oh, and Grow Credit. Those are a few people who pay for my credit builder. Don't get mad because I have a plethora of credit builders available for you that are being added to the list on a consistent basis. So those are the top three that I can offer to you right now. Download those apps. Find out what their requirements are. Generally, you can set up those accounts very, very quickly within 10 to 15 minutes and start building your personal credit. They generally don't reject you. And the other thing is I have to throw in the set-free secured credit card. I do have my own branded secured credit card in order for you to start building credit responsibly. You can start off with $200 and I'll send you the link on this feed on how you can use the set-free secured credit builder card. And yes, I'm proud of it. I was looking at researching a long time. I said, I want to have my own credit card. I want to have a secured card in order to help people. There's something that I've been preaching, something that I'm passionate about, and I should have my own brand of secure credit card in order to help people. And God was open the door for me to have it. So I'm glad to offer it to you. And there's many people who have gotten that card. So I love it when people flash their set-free secure card to me to show me that they have it. So I think that generally sums it up. We talked about credit. We talked about the alternative home buying process. We talked about business credit. Real quick before I go, and dealing with the child tax credit advance that's coming up. The child tax credit advance will go out July 15th. So now is the time to opt out if you do not want the money. Once again, when it comes down to it, some people's tax returns are going to be a little bit less next year because you're taking in advance on your credit. So the other thing is, some people will make more money this year than they did last year. Okay, so this child tax credit is based upon your 2020 taxes. So if you end up making more, that means your credit may be less, meaning that you could possibly owe. So there are a few reasons why you may or may not want to opt out. Okay, some people really need the money right now, so they'll leave everything as it is. So I'll provide that link for you if you'd like to opt out. There are people who are also asking about the plus up payments regarding the $10,200 omission after you had filed your taxes. That $10,200 omission of unemployment tax has made a huge difference for people's tax returns. So some people are getting $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, whatever it is. So if you want to track your plus up payment, that's what it's called, plus up payment, you can log on to irs.gov and set up your IRS personal account, and they will let you know once payment is being sent out. There is no timeline. I get a lot of texts of people asking me, do you know when the plus up payments are going out? Do you know when the stimulus money is going out? The IRS is on their own timeline. So I have no control over that. Even when it comes to filing your tax returns are filed, they're sent to the IRS. Once the IRS has it, it is up to them to process the return. So you're going to have to, kind of call and try to get through at inopportune times, the dead times, not first thing in the morning. Maybe call between 10 and 11 o'clock or 2 to 3 in the afternoon, something like that, so you can get through on the line. The IRS line is 1-800-829-1040. Once again, the IRS line is 1-800-829-1040 if you have any tax issues. The IRS is answering the phones now, so you can get a hold of somebody. You just have to be patient, and you just got to keep calling sometimes when you're dropped on the line. It can be frustrating, but it's worth it, so you can find out what's going on with the money that is due to you. I hope I've come down your road and I've answered, some questions regarding, some things that you have regarding finance, so on and so forth. If you have any additional questions, make sure you text me at 562-646-6185. For those of you who are my friends on Facebook, you can inbox me, but those who follow me, you're not able to inbox me. Sometimes I miss those messages. So please just text 562-646-6185. I don't want anybody to think that I'm ignoring them or anything like that. So that's why I always give out my numbers in the live, so that you have my information just in case your messenger message isn't answered, because I'm not on there all the time. So feel free to follow me once again here on Facebook. If you want interaction, to be able to comment, ask me questions, go to Instagram at Miss Set Free. Also follow me on Facebook at Set Free Tax and Professional Services and Set Free Real Estate Business Investments. Since tax season is over, I can go full force in real estate and continue to travel and assist people in relocating to other states, or if they want to stay in the same state, hey, you're welcome to do what you like. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here to assist you make your dreams come true, dream house, rental property, property management, whatever it is. I'm so excited about the opportunities that God has put in front of me. Even today, it's just like things are just rolling. And I feel like sometimes the more you're attacked, even by people, sometimes they're most closest to you, and other people unexpected, the more that you're attacked, the bigger the blessings are. I've been blessed so much today. Over the weekend, some unexpected things happened and it kind of got to me. But I bite like a lion and I soar like an eagle. So I don't let things get to me and I sit there too long. Okay, I don't sit there too long. I don't let it marinate too long because I'm like, I got stuff to do. I gotta move and shake. I got stuff to do. Okay, so anyway, when it comes to, you know, disappointments, sometimes people disappoint you and everything like that, but you keep it moving. And what you have to do sometimes is modify your circle, modify your interactions with people. You have to do what's best for you in order for you to continue to stay focused. And that's the main thing when it comes to business or anything that you're doing. Stay focused. There's going to be a lot of different darts, a lot of different unexpected things thrown your way to take you off course. But no matter what, stay focused and stay prayed up. I know, because I've been there. I've done gone just through a whole lot of messes, and I say messes, ebonically speaking. So the good thing is I'm here, I'm smiling, and I survived it. So if I did, you can too. And look, I'm gonna tell you my whole story in my upcoming book, and the book is still in development. It's been months and months and months, but still in development because I've been so busy taking care of everybody and dealing with my businesses, building my empire. But I'm still gonna get that book out because it's my testimony that's gonna be able to help and deliver other people, other moms, other fathers, other business owners, so on and so forth. Is going to bless them in order for them to get their next level. I feel it. I even feel the Holy Ghost chills as I talk about it, because the devil keeps trying to stop me from being focused on finishing it, because he knows the impact that it's going to have when it drops, in the name of Jesus. So whatever it is that you seek to do, make sure you put your mind to it, put action to it. Nothing that you have thought of is far-fetched, okay? Do your research, get some advice, keep it moving, just start it one day at a time. I don't care if you're jotting notes down in a notebook one day and researching. Next thing you know, you're researching on the internet. Next thing you're having meetings, you know, about it. And next thing you know, it's reality. Things can happen so quick. So never count yourself out because somebody else counted you out. A lot of folks counted me out because I was a young single mom of 3 itty bitty kids. A lot of people remember back in the day when I was carrying 2 carriers, okay, with a set of twins, and had my 3-year-old trailing. Lord, did I think I was going to lose my mind. But I didn't. I made it. I didn't make any excuses about my education. I still got my master's degree. I didn't make any excuses about starting a business. I didn't make any excuses about not having the money. I figured it out, okay? I prayed about it. God gave me guidance, and he'll do the same for you. So once again, never count yourself out because somebody else has. Don't listen to chatter. Oh, you can't do that. Why are you thinking about that? Nobody wants your service. Nobody wants your product. This and that. They're just mad because they haven't thought about it. They're not walking in your purpose, but you are. So remember that any day is a great day to get set free. Break loose the chains and get going, because today is your day. Tomorrow is your day. You're set forth to walk in your purpose and your destiny because God said so. So go out there and do it. Remember, you can contact me at 562-646-6185. If you want to get set free, go to Set Free Tax Pro, Set Free Credit Repair, or GetSetFreeWeightLoss.com. Financial health and wellness. Financial health and wellness is here to help you soar to your next level. Take care, be blessed, and I will talk to you soon. See you later.